Well, hello everybody. It's so good to see you and be seen, I suppose. This is going to be a fairly brief introduction to our course, Social and Nonprofit Marketing. So in this introduction, we will walk through some of the ideas about why the course, why we have this course, why it should be a great idea to take this course. And then also some very specific elements of the course that will help you better understand the learning environment and also the context in which the course has been developed and what you can expect as we progress through the course and finish up and learn about the whole very dynamic nature of social and nonprofit marketing. I look forward to giving you more information and thank you for taking a look at this video and also enrolling in this course. It's fantastic to have you on board. The first thing that I'd really like to do is give a big shout out and welcome you. This is a fantastic having you in class. I'm very, very excited to get to know you, and I know that over the course of the next term here, you'll get to know the content extremely well. You'll get to know your classmates, even though this is in an online environment. You are super welcome, and I want to be able to create a classroom environment, a community of learning. And so please always feel free to reach out. And again, just in short, welcome. What we want to do to start with is just really be clear about the course, what this course's goals and objectives are. So just to put this into our learning environment in terms of what we want to accomplish, this course examines the principles of marketing, but as they relate to a mission-driven organization. These organizations are typically associated with or known as nonprofits, or ones that are social cause oriented or mission-driven. Marketing as a discipline represents a series of tools and skill sets and processes basically that help improve organizational performance. So nonprofits then are organizations, and we can apply marketing principles that you typically see in for-profit organizations to the nonprofit environment to help those nonprofits perform better. One of the challenges, though, or the challenges that we see with nonprofits is that they often have difficulty defining their markets or their clients. They also are known to have scarce resources, meaning that they don't necessarily have a lot of funding to begin with or manpower to begin with, and so those are challenges they have to overcome. Another aspect that we're going to look at a lot this semester is the intersection between for-profit and nonprofit organizations. A lot of for-profit organizations have begun to use social cause activities as part of their branding and their corporate social responsibility strategies. So that's an important feature that we want to think about here too, that we can think of social causes in the context of nonprofits, but then also in the context of for-profit organizations too. So as a result, there are a number of objectives that we want to accomplish as we move forward. We want to understand and identify goals and objectives of mission-driven organizations. We want to understand the specific marketing activities that nonprofits can use. So we want to understand the principles of marketing then. We want to understand the nuanced nature of consumers who use non-tangible products or services. So these would also often be maybe ideas or things of that nature. Again, we want to think about the marketing principles, this time though associated with branding and how nonprofits could brand. We want to think about the principles of cause-related marketing. So that would be, again, when a for-profit organization adopts a cause and uses that cause to help itself brand better. So from a for-profit perspective. And then we also want to understand and be able to clearly define the sources, the fundraising power, and the tactics that nonprofits can use to help overcome scarce resource issues that they have. So this in short then describes the reason why we are having this course, the purpose of the course, the validity and the value that this course offers, and some of the very specific objectives you will learn as a process of taking this course. So as we begin this course, clearly this is an online experience. This is an online, not a face-to-face class. So the content of the course will largely be delivered through online videos similar to the one that you're watching right now. In addition, you'll have other resources available to you, including the instructional text. There is a textbook associated with the course. There's also a book that has cases in it, so we'll learn through case analysis as well. Cases offer an opportunity to see real-life examples of the topics we're talking about and give you an opportunity to step into the shoes of a professional who's faced maybe some social dilemma or some marketing problems that were occurring at a nonprofit or for-profit organization. In addition, there'll be interaction among your classmates. We'll have opportunities for you to meet or to discuss topics throughout the term with course discussions, and then also interaction with myself and yourself is certainly possible. I'm available outside of class, either through email or Zoom calls or some other method that you prefer. So certainly interact with your classmates and myself. And then finally, one of the components of this course is an interaction among the community in the sense that we will have you select a nonprofit organization and then you'll do homework assignments that are based on that nonprofit organization. And so there'll be some experience where you may interview or you may visit, if appropriate, your nonprofit organization in order to get information to do homework assignments that relate to how they market and how they organize themselves. For you in a lot of respects. Now, as we move forward, because this is in an online format, I want you to be very aware of and cognizant of the technical requirements that you're going to need to have in order to be successful in the course. We will use what's called Blackboard at SIUE. That's our learning management system, our LMS, or our learning environment. So this is online, an area where you will log in to Blackboard and you will access course material, all the course links, and you'll submit all of your work through the Blackboard learning environment. So that is one, if you're not familiar with Blackboard yet, that's something that you will need to become familiar with. You'll also need to make sure that you have a webcam, an integrated webcam. We will use what's called Respondus Monitor during the term to be able to verify and confirm your exam participation. So tests and quizzes may be timed. The tests are for sure, and you may be asked to show your videotape your test taking environment and such. We'll also have virtual or online discussions. So there'll be a timed component where you discuss a topic with your classmates. Again, this is through Blackboard. And also be sure that you recognize that if you have technical problems, there will be people to help you through SIUE and our Information Technology Services area. So online on the SIUE website, be sure to locate and identify the ITS, or Information Technology Services website, so that if you have technical problems, you'll be able to get help from them. And actually, ITS is really responsive. You can email them or call them, and they'll help you right away with technical issues. So that's a big resource for you. My help with technical issues is somewhat limited. I'll do my best if you're having a technical problem. However, I may also refer you to ITS if I cannot answer your problem right away. They're really the professionals on that end of things. Moving forward, now let's talk a little bit about assessments. Everybody's interested and curious to know how the assignments, tests, and quizzes all form together to measure a grade in the course. So the syllabus will outline these in detail. I'll also outline them in class, but obviously if you have any questions, please by all means reach out to me, and we'll talk about the course structure, the grading structure, and the assignments and such. If you have if anything is unclear to you, please by all means let me know. So quizzes are weekly. They cover each chapter of the text. Now we have 8 weeks, and as you know, 8-week course is compressed. It's a 3 credit hour course in 8 weeks, which means we double up. We do twice as much work every week as you would during a traditional 16-week course. So you'll see that there are actually 2 quizzes every week. Those are on Sunday. That's when they're due at midnight. And you can take them before Sunday if you'd like, but they're on Sunday. They're 10 to 15 minutes long, so once you start, you need to complete those. You have 1 attempt at those. They tend to be fairly low stake elements within the course itself. But again, refer to the syllabus for the specific details on grade distribution and breakdown. There are interactive discussions. Again, we have a grading rubric for that, so please look at that and see what that's about in the syllabus. There are 3 key time points on each discussion. First and foremost, or last, I guess, the discussions always end at midnight on Saturday. To make your initial post, however, your initial post onto the discussion board needs to be made 48 hours before the discussion closes for you to get full credit. Then you need to respond to classmates with a discussion to discuss their points that they're making and go back and forth and have a discussion regarding the topic. Initial responses to those to your classmates' points should be made prior to 24 hours before the due date, so that would be Friday. So remember, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday's your first post before midnight. Fridays are your responses before midnight to your classmates, and Saturdays at midnight the discussions close. So again, refer to the rubric to see those specified times, and those are for full credit. On the rubric. If you're late, you still get credit, but it won't be full credit for your discussion posts. Then we have assignments. So assignments will be written assignments. They're a page or 2 long regarding a specific topic or case that we have in the class. Some of those assignments refer to your nonprofit organization that you're focusing on, that you've chosen to focus on throughout the term. And again, others are case related as they relate to the material we're covering in class. All assignments are due on Fridays at midnight. So Fridays at midnight are our assignment due dates. Saturday at midnight are our discussion question and end time. And then Sundays at midnight are our quiz deadlines for every week. Then finally, and certainly not least, we have tests during the semester. These tests, again, cover the material that we have throughout the term. Again, refer to the syllabus for details on the tests. Tests will always be due on Wednesdays. Those will be the Wednesday at midnight. Once you start the test again, you will not be able to stop. I mean, once you take it, you take it. Tests are generally the 75 minutes, 60 to 75 minutes long. Some multiple choice, some open-ended response questions are involved with that. Certainly there'll be more information and you can ask more questions as they relate to tests. I'm happy to answer all of those types of things. Tests are monitored using a monitoring service for this, such as Respondus Monitor and Respondus Lockdown. So there'll be technology that you'll need, including a webcam, and you'll need to have the CPU power and appropriate software. So for instance, if we use Lockdown, Respondus Lockdown, that's a software program you should download onto your computer prior to test time. Okay, so again, this is the assessments, how you're graded. Please reach out to me if you have any questions on this material. Okay, so to summarize, again, welcome to this course. I'm so excited to have you, and I'm excited to be able to offer this information to you as a part of your curriculum. The elements that you want to consider include this notion that marketing tools can be applied to lots of different organizations. Some organizations, such as nonprofits, can certainly benefit from marketing processes and tools that are offered. So to be able to use what might traditionally be used in a for-profit environment is unique in the sense that a lot of nonprofits don't feel they have the need or the resources to be able to utilize marketing. But in this course, we'll see how marketing can be used by nonprofits. This course is obviously online, but that does not mean it's not active. We want you to be able to engage with your fellow classmates, with your professor, with myself, and also we want you to get some experience as if you were in a nonprofit organization. So you'll choose a nonprofit this term to do some of your homework assignments on, and to analyze and use that information from an experience that, through the eyes of a nonprofit. So that should be a very active component. Remember, this is super important in an online course, especially one that's compressed into 8 weeks. Timing and tasks is super important. It's important to stay up to date, remember your schedule, remember what's due each week, and not get behind. We don't have late assignments. I don't have late tests. You can always do your assignments and you can always do your tests before the due dates, but not after the due dates. So make sure you're aware of what those things are. Now, what do you do next? Well, read the syllabus, watch any of the other videos. We'll have an introductory quiz. It's a no credit quiz. It's not graded. It's just simply for you to get used to the grading, the testing mechanism, and to make sure that your software works as it should. So again, welcome to the course. So excited to have you. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, and I look forward to spending this next term with you.